Greetings, everyone. This is day 76 of my 90-day challenge. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome in. Welcome to my Hive members on Twitch. Always happy to interact and serve you. It is day 76, and hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. This is the buffer zone, so hopefully the transition back into deep spring was a lot easier. I know that the sampling, the additions that we made in week number 11 was nice, and having it removed again probably might, it's a mixed feeling, right? So to those, it's like, okay, I'm ready to get back to the grind, or to some, oh man, I'm gonna miss this again, right? I don't know if I can give this up after having it. So yeah, but I mean, like I said, we need to do a nice reset, and if we were experiencing plateau, this will help reinitiate that, right? So hopefully, you guys enjoy the root vegetables, the berries, the sweet potatoes and yams. But yeah, definitely, if you were still needing to hit our health goals, right, then yeah, we need to take this step. But yes, we are getting close to the end of this 90-day challenge. Once again, we are on day 76, so we are like 14 days away, and yeah, we'll be starting our next challenge on April 6th here. So we will be doing a 3-day workshop on the 30th, so 2 Mondays from now. So hopefully you guys are open to join me on that one. So I still have a handful of weight to go, but so far this start of this year, I was able to release about 20 pounds, right? So we're kind of floating there from 20 to 18 pounds. So yeah, hopefully this heading back into our deep spring. And once again, this is, just a reminder to everyone that this is, the changes that we are making today is, definitely for these 90 days. And then after that, it's you customize your eating plan, but most importantly, just focusing on eating whole and getting the nutrient dense foods as much as possible, right? And definitely, each time we do this challenge, there's gonna be, stuff that we pick up and become our foundation on the upcoming challenge. Yeah, no challenge is quite the same, even though it's systemized in a way that helps you build upon foundation after foundation. You're going into each challenge, as a different, like, someone new from the previous challenge, right? So I know that starting this for on April 6th, I'm not gonna be starting from ground zero again, right? So we will be making our own personal changes for these first 5 weeks, but to those who are joining for the first time, they will be running through the challenge, right? So it's gonna be, we're gonna have a mix bunch of people who may be joining, right? Sorry. But there's always gonna, once again, you're gonna have the environment of people who've gone through it and understand, the hesitations, and because they went through it, right? And realize that uh, it wasn't that bad, right? So once again, just having that constructed fear, especially with the unknowns, and we definitely can't think ahead of time, right? So we just think of the now and what we're going through, and sometimes when we're removing stuff, it gets a lot harder to just overcome the cravings. But once you start getting the good stuff in, it will be a lot easier. So welcome in Sigreki Designs. Hope you are doing well. But yes, this is being streamed on 3 different platforms. So, but yes, today was my Friday. So from here on out, I will be on a small vacation until Thursday. So definitely will be working on the slides for the 3-day workshop, and hopefully everyone's welcome to join and see what give a little introduction on what the 90-day challenge is, and then we'll be adding 2 bonuses on day 2 and day 3, finding out what your core value is, right? And then also on day 3 we'll be heading into sort of a goal setting, but I like to think of it as a lot goal setting on steroids. But I mean, it's a different way of looking at goal setting, and it's not only just heading from point A to point B. It is heading to point A to point B to point C and beyond. So it's basically just asking yourself questions on why you want to do this, right? And I think Toyota point up one of the strategies of asking why for 5 times, right? So good one is like just I want to lose 10 pounds. Well, yeah, why do you want to lose 10 pounds? Well, so that I can look great, right? And so okay, so why do you want to look great? So, and it depends on everyone's situation. So I want to get the girls, right? So all right, so why do you want to get the girls? So I can find that one person that I can spend my life with. Okay, so what is this person that you want to spend your life with like, right? Or why would you want to spend your time with this one person? Because I definitely want to like give my all and share my life, and just definitely start start a journey, start a life, start a family with this one person. So definitely it can go as far as it needs to go to definitely now sink in really deep on why it's important to you to lose this 10 pounds. And this can once again apply to many things, right? So for work, for school, relationship, contributions, so many things. So So that's definitely what we're going to be talking about on day three. But once again, day one will be going on to just a nice introduction to the 90-day challenge, and from there, it's definitely will be providing you at least uh, week one, week two head start on that. And if it's been helpful for you, then you guys have a choice to see if you're interested in undergoing this 90-day challenge. So, but yeah, today was been super amazing, and I just felt like in a blissful state. And uh, this Vision Lichani from Mind Valley likes to call it Blissipline, uh, a short coin from the combination of in the context of holistic growth. Bliss is not a fleeting emotion or just a lucky accident. It is it's a discipline. So that's where he coined up that term of bliss and discipline. So it's just it is, once I always say, just to the stuff that you want to achieve in life. A lot of that vibrate at a higher frequency, right? And sometimes, once again, we definitely need to focus on ourselves to have that capacity for more, right? Have the capacity to even handle more too, right? So definitely today was that ability to just just be able to handle more, be happy about it, and just being able to it doesn't take much to be in a happy state. And definitely, once again, it's when it comes to happiness, most people believe that success equals happiness, but in a state of bliss, we flip the script. Happiness equals success. And definitely, like today for myself at work, is I just especially just being kind to others can go a long way, and it definitely opens a lot of opportunities. And just where everyone's willing, free and happy to see you, and wanting to talk to you, and acknowledge your help. And yeah, definitely today was a sign of that. And it just had like a lot of wonderful conversations at work, and at the same time just see the opportunities and the insights. And definitely today was such a was once again a blissful state, and definitely helps when it's nice and sunny as well. But just knowing that there's opportunities out there, and because you hold yourself in such a regard that you're not phased through a lot of things, that people will offer you opportunities, and pay it back or pay it forward. And when you are in a state of bliss, your brain becomes more creative. And definitely, like today, I'm just especially when my work requires me to be at another place, another company, to pick up freight, and just having wonderful conversations there, and just just being creative as well, like thinking of myself, like um, the possibilities of creating my own work schedule. Trying to figure out, okay, maybe I can see. It doesn't hurt to ask if I can do a 4-day work week, right? So my current schedule definitely has been cultivated through through choices, and at the same time, even especially it being a unionized a workplace, that I can probably even worth trying. You never know if you don't ask. So I'm definitely trying. Like, I work 6 days, 6 hours a day, Tuesday to Saturday, and Saturday's pretty fairly easy. So it doesn't even feel like basically I have like 2 Fridays, right? So just thinking, like, I only work 6 hours. So thinking of, okay, if I remove the fifth day and add those 6 hours on, 3 of the other days, and especially those busy days, so that once again, it's not it's we it has to be a win-win situation, right? If it's a one-sided thing, then obviously it's it's not going to work for everyone. And at the same time, it's something that's gonna come back in some form, right? But if you create a situation where it's a win-win for everyone, and and once again, being a blissful state that your creative juices, your creative mind works in overtime, right? And once again, just treating yourself and your mind as two separate things, that having conversation, that inner dialogue, that body talk, that what, if we can work a 4-day a week, imagine we can definitely relax on 3 days instead, yeah, and possibly 4 days on stat holidays, right? So so that we can enjoy. And once again, this is part of having your core values, right? So we can enjoy time with your family, or enjoy time learning, expanding on your capacity to handle more challenges, and create bigger opportunities. And once again, having 3 to 4 days, once again including stats, right, to engage in your community. For myself, my community on Twitch, and hopefully building that community towards my school platform there, right? So definitely it would be cool and awesome, uh, asking a question and letting your mind figure out the scenarios that we can play, right? So when you are in a blissful state, your brain is more creative, your cortisol levels drop, and at the same time, your body heals faster, right? And it's just best way for you to be in a blissful state. Just definitely think of 3 things that you're grateful for right now, before before you work towards that goal. If we can't appreciate what we have now, it's going to be really hard for us to appreciate things that that come to us in the future, right? Another um, term that has come up when it comes to living in a blissful state is something that's called bending reality, and this is like the sweet spot of the human experience. um, and once again it's very important to be grateful for what we have now for the present, right? And when we come into in that state of anything that comes our way, we can also appreciate it. But if we're not happy with what we have now, uh, I'm I'm certain that whatever comes in the future, we just will never see it as being enough, right? And definitely, if you have that great vision of yourself, definitely it's gonna make it a lot easier to see things that come up and towards a journey, and be thankful for things that align, opportunities that come your way. But definitely it's it is a discipline to be in a happy state, right? And like every day we deal with so much so much information, so much challenges, and it seems hard to just keep us a straight face as much as possible, right? But if you practice and gain that discipline of being happy through any situation as much as possible, then it's like, for my self experience, like there's, especially in my running community, and being there for the first time back in 2017, there's you're learning about other people, right? Um, and trying to just train, and then hopefully build relationships. And it was not easy at at the first time, right? And you'll have some people that just have that that character that may sometimes conflict with your thought process, your beliefs, and all you can do is just be yourself and stay in character, and just don't give in to um, the energy that they're giving out, right? And sooner or later, and that seeing that you're not phased through these situations, and you live a life in bliss, you're in a happy state, you're in a positive and an energetic state that is- these people will sooner or later just learn to enjoy your energy as well, right? And if that's if if that's not the case, then the people around them, and you're not in any way trying to steal people uh, away from other people. It's just it's like you yourself walking to your workplace, your school, and those who have just you can walk into a room and you can feel the energy, and you can see those who are just really you know um, not going to be pleasant or exciting to talk to or be around, and you just you uh, end up navigating around them. Hopefully you catch them in a state that they're okay, right? But if you see in a state that they're just frustrated and restless and maybe angry, and you just like, okay, well, either open to um, sharing your energy with them and hearing them out, or avoid it altogether, right? And that's the thing, um, you're not stealing friends, but at the same time, um, you help them realize that their negativity is the reason. It's not you, why people are hanging out around you more, right? Is that now you help them realize that their energy is deflecting people away, right? And once again, it's a win-win situation for everyone, because you know you're in your blissful state, and at the same time someone's they're having to learn as well, right? And we're all learning, and we're growing, and we're moving forward, and we're doing our best to progress and get better. So that's the thing, being in the blissful state is just it is a discipline, right? And if you have a vision but no gratitude, you live in stress, and you're just going through the day by day, and just trying to get through the day, right? And having no plan on where each day is leading towards, right? And it's gonna be stressful. You're gonna be living in stagnation, and being in a blissful state definitely balances both, right? So definitely uh going through step day 3 will definitely help create that vision for the future, the vision for now in the short term, the you know the growth that will, and how to to get there will help. And basically your ability to uh, have more, handle more, your capacity, right, will definitely increase. Once again, being in a blissful state will definitely challenge your mind to be more creative, and to find ways to be more happy, right? And through that the opportunities will show, the people who want to work with you, learn from you, grow with you, or um, you know they will open up opportunities and networks. And it's once again, it's going to be it's success is it's pretty much a byproduct of that, right? So we all wait for success to come our way and create that sense of happiness, right? And once again, as much as we achieve success, it's just never going to be enough, right? If we can't even appreciate now and where we are, and what we have, and you know you know how we survived for this long, right? uh the journey, right? The journey is, once again, journey is the reward, right? And if we can't appreciate that journey, and always look into the past for reasons of holding us back, and we're bringing that into our future. And I know that we don't want to bring that that past into our future, but we let it control us. We let it hold us back, and we let it disrupt our bliss, right? And any little trigger that shows up, um takes us away from that bliss. So takes away from the blissophin, right? Or discipline, right? Definitely a tough one to tongue twister for myself, but once again, it's really truly up to us, right? And if we let a life, we let once again, we can only control our own actions, and our and reactions towards reflection, right? It, you know Trying to expect others to bend to our reality. It takes time, and it's really up to us to live in that state, that people will just at the same time just like, what are they on, right? And where can I get some, right? So excuse me. So it's infectious, and you know at the same time, it's word of mouth that you're you know even though you're not asking for it, or you're getting recommended for things, okay, thanks, uh, I'm really appreciate of that, I came to mind when it came to this opportunity. And then, yeah, definitely, like, today, just like, you know didn't ask for things, and it just um because I do my best to pay things forward and help people at the best of my ability, that you're surprised to get a call, get a text message saying that or, you know you're a perfect fit for this program, and we'll create this for you. Just definitely test it out for free on us, and yeah, definitely give us a positive review, right? And it's like, oh wow. All right, well, something that probably would have to pay for in the future, monthly, yearly base, that now just, okay, wow, I've got it for free. Okay, wow, that's super amazing. And once again, it's staying in character, staying blissful, and appreciating what you have, and making it, once again, it's easier to be around someone that's happy and positive, rather being around someone who's just negative energy, right? And just once again maybe angry with so many things around the world, right? And once again, that's a lot of things are happening, and it's crazy, and it's just but at the same time we can't let it overwhelm us. And all we can do is control what we can, and hopefully create that ripple effect that reaches global, right? So once again, hopefully this has been helpful, and hopefully once again we all just look through different lens and have that mind shift towards our happiness, towards our growth, and towards our future. So um, we only have this one life to live, and you know no one's gonna make those changes for our future, our overall well-being, our health, our happiness, but us, right? So because people have their own challenges and situations that they have to deal with. It's as they say, you gotta put your mask first before you can help the person next to you with their mask, right? So definitely, just take it one day at a time, and build that discipline over time to become a blissipline, right? So I don't know if I'll ever get used to saying that, but it's definitely it is a choice. So to be in bliss, and it is a skill to have, right? So it's has nothing to do with external luck, or but at the same time you have to cast that effect, that ripple. You have to be that drop that create that ripple effect, and once that ripple effect comes back your way, you'll be surprised that it may be tenfolds, right? So at the same time, being in a happy state as well, it helps your body become healthier, right? And once again, it's part of being as much as we focus on exercise, eating right, being happy just amplifies that even more, right? So, and people operate in a state of bliss are more productive and resilient, and resilience from being burnt out, right? So definitely, once again, just definitely, once again, the six phase meditation will help with that, especially to start your day, and at night release a lot of a lot of that build up, and through that you don't have to bring that with you to bed to process in your mind while you sleep, right? It's we're able to release that, and once again our mind and body will figure out solutions. And but once again, we need to help it by being in a blissful state that now our minds, our bodies will heal, and find a creative way to find a solution that will help you the next day. All right, once again, hopefully this has been helpful for all of you. I really appreciate all of you and my wonderful community on Twitch. Once again, thank you, Sigareki, designs for dropping in here, and State Line Customs. Hope you uh, had a wonderful vacation. I think you'll be back from your trip tomorrow. So thank you. It's wonderful to see you again, and also as well. So once again, if this has been super helpful for you, feel free to give this video the thumbs up and like. This is being streamed on 3 different platforms on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So once again, feel free to follow and subscribe and hit those notification buttons to be updated when I go live. Once again, I through the help of others, that once again, being in a blissful state, you just never know who will, who are helping in the background. So my website is being worked on, and you can find out more on my QR code there that will lead to coachryanj.com. So some of the buttons may not be working as we're trying to get things ready for the 3-day workshop and the 90-day challenge for Q2, right? Second quarter. So, but definitely stay in the mix, and hopefully we can get those informations out to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and as always, continue to raise your environment so that within that environment you're able to raise yourself to becoming who you were meant to be. And once that happens, you may be that impact for your own environment, your friends, your family, your colleagues, your very own community. So once again, be kind to others. We just never know what they're going through. Live a life in bliss. Blissipline sounds like a medication, but medication for happiness, right? So just stay in character, right? Every day is not going to be too going to be challenged, but if we can stay in character, that may be enough for someone to have their flame ignited and see through the lens that you're seeing through happiness, through health, right? And through that, they may be paying it forward, and you just never know that they want to return the favor. And once again, being kind to others, you just never know that it may return to you in tenfolds. And definitely have experienced that many times on my journey here. And it's all you can do is just be happy and be thankful. All right, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you all on the next stream. And once again, hope you all have a wonderful weekend ahead. Take good care.